Hello everybody and welcome back to my Magic Duel of Champions. So, here we are and that's what we have. So, first of all, apparently, for reasons unknown, I wasn't reset. I was expecting to get a reset at the 1st of April, but no, it didn't. I'm still at Lord Commander 20%, and I don't know why is that a thing. Because, you know, I thought that they actually started to, reset the progress on the regular basis, but no, they didn't. So that's first surprise. Well, secondly, don't mind the pack. I bought one totally by accident. I was just browsing the shop and accidentally bought one. Never meant to do so, but that's okay. We'll keep that thing. And we'll open it someday when I'll have more cards, because I will definitely need more cards. Although not from this series, because I was really trying to build some useful decks, mainly the Heaven deck. Because right now, with Slava being unusable, with the Ancient Heaven deck being unusable and probably never ever being usable again, with Heaven starter deck being a starter deck, and with Charity again needing a lot of cards to, you know, make it viable. It's a good idea, but I lack those cards and I cannot really do much without them. I went back to Cassandra and I took Cassie and started to build a new deck based on Cassie, and I was trying to make something for rushing. That's not quite right if you're speaking about Heaven, but I basically tried to build a decent all-round Heaven deck. Yeah, that will focus on damage. Yeah, the Press Tithe Collector, that's the best thing. Well, besides Tithe Collector, we have the Loyal Griffin, Expert Marksman, Sunriders, Griffin Battle Priests. Now I wonder why in the end of the day I only took 3 of those, favoring Crusader Vanguards over them. Well, actually that's not a good idea, although it still has a solid stats when it is damaged. And when it's not damaged, then it gets even better stats, then it can be healed, etc, etc. Well, Griffin Battle Priest, because GBP is a must-have. You don't give up her. A couple of Crusader Vanguards, Falcon Marksman, Devirk Priest. Oh, actually, I'm taking Falcon Marksman, but I did no buildings. So yeah, you can see how I built this deck. AKA, I totally didn't. I mean, I did, but I didn't pay too much attention to what I am actually building. Although actually, yeah, looking at those creatures with a cost of 3, I don't have any other reasonable shooter choice. So that's why we're staying there. Devout Priests for healing, especially those Vanguards here. A Warrior Seraph, or actually a couple of those. And that's probably because I don't have more of these. Although I could use some, because they are really nice, quite decent creature. Actually, going Angels is not that bad idea if you're trying to go offensively. One Vestal, Griffin Marksman, Griffin Mounted Spearman, Angel of Mercy, Crusader Treasurer, a couple of Blazing Glories, and it's like I went heavy on the expensive creatures. Yeah, 2 with a cost of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a cost of 4. But I was like, you know, it's fine. First of all, I have Tithe Collectors, so they will be helpful early on. With a little bit of luck, one would be able to sneak to later game and you know, do something useful. Besides them, I took the only one, but I still took Crusader Treasurer. And most importantly, I went for the fortunes. And besides taking a Tree of Truth, a couple of Fountain of Youths, and 4 Campfires, which will again help because they gain resource, I also took 4 Gold Mines. So they should provide a significant boost to gold output. Both. I mean, yeah, they will provide the input, so then I can output more on creatures, like this. And then I went for spells, and I tried to grab a fairly hefty build of spells, especially those that will benefit me in offensive fashion. Yeah, Ilaf's Breath is the offensive fashion, because enchant friendly creature permanent, other creatures on the same row as enchanted creature gain cannot attack when enchanted creature attacks or moves destroy Ilaf's Breath. So that will be very handy to, you know, block a lane. Then, for example, I don't know, heal my creature or do whatever with them, you know, regenerate, like with Blazing Glory and or Warrior Seraph. Or heal with something like Vestal or whatever. And yeah. And then attack. Actually, the matter of fact is it would be great to have Anton build stacks and then take... I'm not sure if Anton has air, but if Anton has air, taking Ilaf's Breath is magnificent. Well, let me actually check, because we have to go to the Altar of Wishes anyway. Yeah, Anton has air, so that's obviously the no-brainer. You do it. You drop the stackable whatever, you put Ilaf's Breath on it, so your opponent can't do shit against you in this lane. You wait 3 or 4 turns, you know, grind the stack to insane size, and then Shazam attack, blow everything into pieces, you know, like cast a spell or two to hurt your opponents in the lane, then Shazam and then deal straight 20 damage to your opponent's face in one move because fuck them, that's why. Yeah, but in the end of the day, it turns out I still lack many Haven cards. It's like, once again, I'm trying to make a Haven build, but I face the lack of cards. What was it now? Spells, because I was actually hoping to grab some of these Storm Rages. Why, you might ask? Well, because they are cheap, low requirements, and useful, because they deal damage. Of course, there's not much, it's 2 damage to up to 3 adjacent creatures, but it's still good, you know? It's still damage, and that's what counts. Other spells, I don't know. Well, Lightning... Are we at usable? Ah, I want standard. Don't worry, this is standard. This is usable. So yeah. Other cards... depends. I took only a couple of Ilaf's Breaths because that's not entirely, you know, that useful for that build, because I cannot benefit that much from waiting a long time without attacking. Although, you know, it could be useful in potential situations like you drop something and then the very turn it was dropped, you protect it with Ilaf's Breath so it won't take damage right away. It will be somewhat helpful to whatever it is called, Crusader Vanguard. It will be moderately helpful because, you know, they got this bonus damage while we have no damage. Bonus damage while have no damage. That makes perfect sense. Well, actually, yeah, those Falcon Marksmen, well, they are good because they by default have 2 attack. So that's okay-ish. Well, that's Expert Marksman has 2 as well, but less hell. That's the problem with Haven, you see. Even if I'm trying to work with the damage, even if I'm trying to focus my build on the damage, here is how the damage, how the focus damage build on Haven looks. A couple of creatures with a damage of 3, 3, 4, 5. Grade 5 creatures with the base damage of 3. nothing with more than 3 damage. Okay, the Crusader Vanguards gain up to 3 when they are at full health, but that's all. That is really all. Yeah, so that's why I just in case took a couple of blesses. It's like, again, this was a deck that I was really feeling like, oh, and I'd put this and that and maybe grab this and this would be helpful. And you know, I want to keep grabbing those, and at the end of the day, I know I would end up with a 1000 deck card that will actually do nothing because it will have too many cards in it. So I went 1 card over 59 up to 60 just because. I don't remember actually what card I picked. I skipped my favorite light somethings, Word of Lights, although I took a full set of Sunblazes. Just because it requires 4 magic and costs 4 resources, so it's really expensive and really high on requirements. It's already 433 as far as I can remember. Yeah, it's 433, so it requires a bit. That's to some extent why I ditched the Blinding Light. First of all, limited amount of cards that I can pick. Yeah, expensive. That's the problem. Grabbing some Cyclones would be really nice because they are really helpful, but again, grabbing more Lightning Bolts, but they are expensive. Holy Lights, that's not good. Besides, I think I took something that removes counters from adjacent friendly creatures, so that wouldn't do. Anyway, yeah, I still have to try this because I haven't tried this deck, and we'll see. Hopefully, it will do just fine on breaking through the quests, because that's my only concern right now. Not to mention that those quests right now are really against me because they favor all the factions I do not play. It's like, yeah, in the end of the day I could, you know, give up TR at some point for a while and use something like whatever instead. But I meant either Thogrul or preferably some Necropolis decks, either Stacks or the infamous Spells deck. But I don't remember. They are for Sanctuary, I guess. And if I remember correctly, I made something something Sanctuary last week, haven't I? Okay, Color of Madness. I'm a starting player, and that's, well, you know, these two are nice for the beginning. This is nice for the beginning, but this is very bad. But, you know, let's say I keep this hand. Hopefully it won't punish me too much in the long-term run. Increases magic, that is bad. But what is this? Discard a creature, a spell, and a fortune card. Draw 4 cards, 42 to 48. Dude, you have less cards than me. Well, 48, 42, so you have 6 less, and I am at 64 as far as I can remember. So at 64 minus 6, is it? Yeah, it's the 6 cards difference. Oh, and what I have in hand probably matters as well. 6 to 9. You what, mate? I mean, I know you haven't played anything. You drew one from the event, and you have the bonus coin. But still, but anyway, it's roughly something like I have 64 minus 6. It's 50. Oh, milling already. Early on. It gave you nothing. You lost Insect Swarm, Revised Tactics, and... Dude, don't you have to discard creature for that as well? What are the odds? That's the question right now. Well, I'd rather, you know, be mindful of my pattern right now, because this is fire nonetheless, and she's going for magics. So this can be painful. Hellfire Bloater. What do you think you're gonna do with this Hellfire Bloater, eh? Now I really have to think what I wanna do myself. Because actually, you know, ignoring this Hellfire Bloater, I could play the Campfire and maybe do something useful. Look at opponent's hand and choose a Spell or Fortune card from it. Opponent discards that card and every card with the same name. Spell of Fortune. Okay, so apparently it sounds like a good idea not to keep too many GG. That was quick. Quicker than expected. Too many similar fortunes or spells next to each other. Only 10% progress, so that's not too much, unluckily. Let's draw Haven on Cassie. Let's switch to Unranked just in case. And let's go for Unranked. We'll see how long this one takes, and with a little bit of luck, I think the third duel we'll struck today will be Thogrul. Academy Haven, Sanctuary Haven, Academy Haven. Quick game, Unranked, Haven, okay. So yeah, with a little bit of luck, if this won't take forever, we'll probably try to fit a Thogrul game in here as well, just for a good measure. Just because, you know, Thogrul wasn't present for a long time. And that's a very interesting deck. I mean, well, I don't know, after playing one game, how much can I tell about the deck? The matter of fact is that actually... Well, okay, I don't want to make myself look like a total expert on Duel of Champions, but it's like, you know, with a little bit of understanding how the game works and the game mechanics, etc., etc., you can more or less evaluate a deck, you know, while building it. And that's actually what you should do. You should evaluate the deck while building it to tell whether it's whether there is any point in building such a deck or not. But that should be obvious to you. Why am I even saying this? Yeah, also keeping that in mind, I should evaluate this Cassie deck as awful. Awful, that's what I say. Adar Malik, Color of Doom. Take target creature and put into your graveyard since the end of your last turn and put it into your hand. That's a typical example of a bummer. But I'm gonna exploit the... Are you fucking kidding me? Exploit the 2 weeks of knowledge in here and then, you know, take advantage of them. Well, so apparently the next turn I will have to use the gold mine. Yep. Nothing else to do, so let's go for the gold mine. So I will have as much as 4 resources the next turn, but it won't benefit me in any way because my... Oh, actually no, I will have enough to play Angel of Mercy, but is there any point in playing Angel of Mercy so early on? Enters the battleground, take target creature card at random from your graveyard and put it into your hand. So no, because it affects only creature cards. Yep. I will need more magic soon. $10-8. How come? Oh, I played 1, you played none. Even though I drew 2, you have the advantage of whatever it was called. Dragon Crystal. Now remind me, at the end, you have a poison heal. At the end of each turn, put one poison counter on Rotting Mummy. When Rotting Mummy dies with poison counters on it, put the same number of poison counters on other random creatures. You know, the way this card works is totally bugged. Put the same number of poison counters on other random creatures. So what, do you split them? Do you redistribute them, you know, equally, or you take a random amount of other creatures and, you know, give them the random amount of stacks, or worst case scenario, the amount of stacks equal to the amount of stacks on that piece of... Yeah. Well, the next turn I will have 5, and I actually will be able to drop the Blazing Glory. Regenerate 2, whenever a friendly creature is healed, it gains +1 attack until end of turn. That's quite powerful. So yeah, now it has 3. It's at the end of every turn, isn't it? Each. Not every, but each. Oh well. Oh, fuck you. Oh, that was nasty as fuck, what can I say? Oh, crap. Now I won't be able to keep it alive, even with the Wood Priest next to it. You know, theoretically increasing my magic right now. Dropping the Sunblaze, getting rid of that... Oh, but it will constantly respawn, god damn it! Oh, god. GG. I can give up right now, because this shit is unbeatable right now, okay? This shit is piece of shit, that's all. No, it does not remove counters. Actually, I think I do have a card that removes counters. Cannot be enchanted by enemy spells, so it doesn't protect from counters in any way. The question is there any point in dropping the Sunblaze there? Well, it would be a waste of a Sunblaze, in my opinion. Yeah, I could rather, you know, drop the Wood Priest, try to keep that thing alive for as long as possible, and probably drop the Expert Marksman. Actually, do you have crap? You have fire, so you can be nasty. Remind me, how am I doing? It's 4-3-3, isn't it? Permanent. All creatures gain Berserk. I think I took something that destroys the spells, so that's handy. Well, actually, Angel won't help, but actually dropping the Blazing Glory is not that bad idea. The question is... I know there is no way to, you know, work on these in any sort of an effective way, so might as well just drop it there. End the turn. What is it? Immolation? Yes, it is Immolation. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, well, well. Of course, the usual. When you have cards that could be useful, they are not present. Well, I cannot drop these two. I cannot drop the other two. The Mass Rage renders the each player's turn deal 1 damage to all creatures. My god. The Mass Rage renders the effects of Week of Elder Races totally, you know, useless. I don't really need Fountain of Youths yet. Might as well just drop another Blazing Glory, because I cannot work with these any other way. Or might try drawing a card, which gives me a Crusader Vanguard, which at this point in time is totally useless. Or should I say obsolete, because this is 3, this is bullshit, this is shenanigans. Let's drop second one of these. And the turn. Oh my god. Arcas Wrath, of course. No worries. Oh well. We have regeneration, that is good. Oh yeah, and I gotten rid of Immolation. That's bloody brilliant. I wasn't actually expecting this, but it happened, so I'm cool. I'm cool. 100% cool. Great. Oh, and he's blocking with the Newborn Vampire. That's even better. Shit. Dive Collector. That's what I always wanted. That's what I always dreamt of. Well, actually, I could smash with these, get rid of these, damage these. Have bullshit. You're not magic. That's bummer. A couple. So I will be left at 7. That's enough for a combo of Angel of Mercy and Crusader Vanguard. Now I'm trying really to think what are the odds that my opponent is playing the... Oh my god. That my opponent is playing any of the fire damage dealing nasty spells, but I think it's significantly low enough. Well, actually Mass Rage affects him as well. But I need something that heals. Still. Let me count once again. This is 4, this is 3, so it's 7 total. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will be flippin' rich the next turn. Drag. Fuck. That's not what I meant pressing, goddammit. Doesn't really matter. I will be rich anyway. Oh yes, I will be motherfucking rich. Oh, what is that thing? Death is not the end. He takes the dead cards and takes them back. Take target unique card from each player's graveyard and put it on top of their library. Oh, you what, mate? Again? God damn it. Well, what can I say? 4 plus 3 plus a couple is a total of lots. 4, 7 plus a couple. 4 and 7 and a couple is a lot. But how much? 4, 7, 9. Great. Finally it worked. Oh, Sunrider, that's even better. That's 4, that's bloody brilliant. You goes here, you goes here, you goes wherever. Discard a creature, a spell, and a fortune. And I'm pretty sure he discarded less than what he was supposed to do. He had only 2 cards in his graveyard, they're not 3. He must have had something that cannot be put in graveyard, and it either A, banished itself instantly, or B, do I take it random, grave, and put it into your hand? Yeah, that's brilliant. Ah, that's magnificent. I'm gonna need you soon. Very soon. Yeah, why not up there? Oh, fuck you and your Arcus Wrath, god damn it! God damn it, god damn it, god damn it! Immune to retaliation, heal 3, mending. No, because it's not like I'm wasting my time stacking those cards for you to just drop goddamn Arcus Wrath and... My god. Yeah, and as usual, if there are motherfucking cards that you know that you have and that you motherfucking need, they are not present because they are god knows motherfucking where. I mean the one that gets rid of these spells. Some shooter, I believe. Oh, great. Dive Collector? You what, mate? Oh, really? You what, mate? This is not beneficial in any way. Fuck this shit. Oh, goodness. Well, I could, but is it any beneficial for me? It's not beneficial in any way. Well, that would be useful on something that cannot attack, you know? Won't be able to attack, won't be able to regenerate. No, how perfect is that? That's 5 total. You what, mate? Yeah, it's like I think I did all I could. Increase my destiny. Gain something useful. That's not really my definition of useful. Discard a creature, a spell, and a fortune. Draw 4 cards. That means I could discard these 4 and benefit from it one way or another. There's no fucking point. Yeah, I destroy something, they screw me over, and uses his ability to take target creature into your graveyard since I did bloodless turn and put it into your hand. This thing has a hell load of health by default. What this does, equal to half destroyed creatures cost rounded down. Useless. I'm not milling with this one, so it won't help. Oh, bullshit. And he's got too much shit, so there's nothing I can really do. Oh, great. Army of the Dead. Now he will drop 2 motherfucking skeletons every motherfucking turn. Bloody fucking brilliant. God damn it. Yeah, till the end of your turn. Oh, where are my nullification cards? I need to nullify this bitch and this other bitch, come on. Yeah, and they are stuck somewhere at the very bottom of the shit. Oh, god damn it. Oh, fuck this shit. What's the ongoing debuff for? Easier penetration. Well, well, well. Let's say you cannot be targeted, and let's say you all get bonuses. And let's say, do I need these? No, there's low chance of my opponent playing anything. I have no idea what the fuck happened. Oh, Ichor Weaver, god damn it. Oh. That's it looks like Halloween actually. Enchant creature permanent. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, it deals damage equal to its attack to its controller's hero. Deal 2 damage to all creatures adjacent to that position. Right. Draw a card. Griffin bullshit. Wait, what is it? Gain spell resist and cannot be targeted. Spell resist? Does this negate all spell damage? Is halved, rounded down. Bullshit! Halved, rounded down, you say? So it will be 1, that is not enough. Well, no matter where I play it, the effect will be the same. Might just as well play it here. I don't know, play this one. Wherever, for fuck's sake. Why are those cards? Now it's dropping insane amount of poison stacks all around the place. This can target only empty battleground position as far as I can remember. Yes, it can. Or actually it can't target anything. I wonder if it deals damage to... Nope, they are immune. Bullshit. So much bullshit. All the bullshit all the way. They have so much poison counters on them right now that it makes no literal fucking sense to play this shit right now. And why is that? Why is it? It's simply because fuck me, that's why. Because all the cards that I needed that I have are fucking stuck in the god knows fucking where. That's the problem. There are useful cards. Oh, finally! Finally, yeah! Why so quickly? You couldn't show up ages ago to help me, no! Why would you? Sweet Jesus, this is insane. And what am I supposed to do? I don't have cards. I cannot play this shit without cards. Well, they are pretty much dead anyway. Ecor bullshit keeps the... Yeah, damn it. If I don't block, I will die. Right? A couple, a 3, a 4, a bunch. This is 7, 8 total. I have to block. Preferably up there. Yeah, and the worst part of this whole situation is that even though I have 19 resource production a turn, it gives me nothing. Literally nothing whatsoever. An immolation. Great. Go immolate yourself. Aha! Now you're giving me the cleansing light. Now that the fucking shit is lost. That's the problem. The deck was perfect for that thing. And just the draw was total bullshit. I had all the perfect counters. But no, it has to work like shit. Yeah, I have the Tree of Truth, perfect counter, but no, it has to be drawn at the God knows when. I have the Cleansing Light. That would help if it were to be played at the right opportune moment, but not, because it has to be somewhere at the very bottom of the deck. And that's a total bullshit. Yeah. I'm really pissed off, you know, because now someone should show up and say that with a good deck you don't have bad draws. But oh, but you've seen it, that it was perfect counter in every motherfucking way, but it just was awfully drawn. Well, actually, then, yeah, it's like, I know that I was saying that with a good deck you don't have bad draws, but that's actually not really the fact either, because, you know, actually, yeah, that is true. You can have bad draws with good decks. Of course, they happen less frequently than with bad decks, because, you know, with bad deck every draw will be bad. Yeah, but when your most important cards are stuck in the bottom, well, that's what I used to have with TR. Sorry, this. Because on TR, I have how many? Only 2 empowered spells, and I had games where I actually ran through all the spells before I could even draw. Sorry, before I could even draw the empowered spell. You know, because the empowered spell was somewhere at the very, very bottom of the deck, so it was totally useless. Totally no point in using it. I mean, no. Well, actually, yeah. At this point, it was no point in using it because I have wasted all the spells, and the main thing about the empowered spell is that, you know, because you've invested in empowered spell a turn, a couple of turns, or 5 turns ago, or whatever, is that you benefit from using you know, less spells now to deal the same amount of damage, and also it benefits you because, you know, you're using less spells, so then you have more spells to use in the future. But in the end, of the day, I'm not satisfied. Oh, screw this pack. Yeah, it's like, oh, screw this, let's open it. Although opening one pack is lame. Oh, something new, but I don't think it's shiny. Oh, Sun Crusader. Immune to retaliation. Charge. The first time a friendly night creature destroys a creature during your turn, increase the size of all friendly stacks by 1. Stacks. Fuck you. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I should really go and rework that deck. Make it more of a mill. You know. Go for 20 cards more or so. You know, go for 68, go for 69, or even 70, but, you know, go for milling. But what can I do for milling? That's the problem. I don't know. What could I possibly mill? Actually, yeah, I could have more Fountain of Youths. I could have more Trees of Truth. Well, actually, this is where those fancy fortunes come in hand, like... No, not this one. Like... Where are you? Well, I have the fancy Christmas one. So yeah, actually, they used on me the fancy alternate art of Cursed Bound. I used the fancy alternate art of Tree of Truth. There it is. Arcane Academy. Search your library for a spell card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your library. Search your library for a fortune card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your library. So yeah, actually having a couple of these. Yeah, with increased monies. And some of these. actually may make some sense. Yeah, but then is the problem when to stop the mill, because you know you can go insane and you know end up with 209 cards. Actually, what do we have here? Is there anything else we should put in here? Well, of course we should. Bloody... Oh no, yeah, I've taken 3 of those, but only a couple of those. Have I taken all possible? No, I have the 4th Arcane Academy. But yeah, with 59 spells, I might actually take this. Take that. Oh, of course, these are bloody brilliant. Can't go wrong with these. I don't know, there was a slight lag there, but it appears to be gone now. That is good. Yeah, that... Shit. I have taken something I may not necessarily want, or at least ask for this. Not want in such quantities. Yeah, just throw the stuff in. Why bother? I still have, you know, a room to maneuver. Yeah, actually, to some extent, I'm impressed how my opponent, you know, played this by totally ignoring the fact that he cannot choose where he attacks and how he attacks, and still he was able to pull it off. Although, goddammit, I had that hunch, you know? When I saw Other Malik, for a second I thought it's Nurgle, and I was about to say, oh crap, we're dealing with poison. You know, but in the end of the day I realized that, wait, this is not Nurgle, I don't recall what this guy does, so that's why I checked him. And yeah, apparently he was doing, what is this, Homebound Winds. Do I have all the Cyclones? I probably do, yes I do, that's good. Oh, Lightning Curse, bloody brilliant. That's so handy. I'm trying to take spells that will mostly, you know... Whenever enchanted creature is attacked and dealt damage, Fire Shield deals the same amount of damage to attack... Oh, bloody brilliant! Why haven't I taken 4 of those already? What is this thing? Next turn, +2 and +2. That's bloody brilliant. Let's take it. Fire Splash. Let's take it. 76 spells. Oh yeah, we're wrecked here. Well, actually, with such a mill, have I taken the events? Nope. Where are you? Come to daddy. Have I unlocked any of those? No. Fuck. Yeah, going with these discard a card and draw a card is a bloody brilliant idea. Well, I probably should ditch the stacks and get more of those discards. Why? Simply because actually grabbing a starter would be nice. Yeah, the Week of Knowledge for starters. Yeah, because there are huge chances, there are huge odds that I won't draw anything that I can drop instantly. So having something that I can play to, I don't know, get more cards, for example, would be a good idea. What you do? Friendly human creatures is building in mending. Human treat later. That's actually not a bad idea. I could take you. Oh, but you're not healing. This bullshit. Sea Elf Archers. Why not play Sea Elf Archers? They are good. I mean, they kinda suck on health. But they have nice attack. Yeah, I guess that's what you probably should do with the things. Standard event. how much do you cost? 10, so it will be 40 to get all of those. Yeah, with all the monies and the, you know, expected income, especially in the late game, playing those every turn or so wouldn't be that much of an issue. Okay? Like, the only problem with playing those is that, well, at some point you might want to use the card you have discarded, but in the end of the day, in a good meal, you know, you should have plenty of cards that you should be okay discarding. So he went insane with all the bone graveyards. Yeah. Since the put into your graveyard, so it's probably boneyard. Give me types, buildings, boneyard from graveyard. Yeah, I can never figure this out. I have enough of those, so yeah, I could build a valid necro mill. Yeah, with those fat dudes, combine them with the cheap cards like Sarma, yeah, that could do as well. I don't know. It's like I have never really played mills, but the more I play on the Lord Commander, I see people milling, and they actually, you know, they actually do good with milling. Some of the games that were not recorded, where I talked last week about it, I was playing, but I wasn't recording. Yeah, I actually encountered mills, and they were milling and doing great with it. So yeah, maybe that's the pro strategy. Maybe we low-level casuals play with 59 need decks that, you know, give us what we need when we need it, but the pros right now play with hell load of cards decks, and they play, they get what they want when they need it. Maybe that's how it works. Anyway, I think that will be it for today. If you liked, then like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.